Um, I might turn the music down a tad bit. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe that. I don't know. Maybe that did something. If not, it is what it is. What can you do for real? All right. Okay. Trying to like scoot in a little bit. Boom. Okay. As I get myself situated here so that we can hop into today's live session. Okay. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Okay. What you need to be doing as well. Alrighty, especially since they've been doing like, a lot of weird things. CERN, um, Freemasons, Illuminati, right? They've been doing a lot of weird movement recently. I know we talked about it a few weeks ago. I was telling you guys that they were gonna, there was something weird gonna happen, especially to, like towards the end of the month here. I know in like Ohio there was like a meteor um, that was like right over the city and everything, which seems staged. I'm not even gonna like lie to you guys. That 100% seems staged, by people like CERN, NASA, people who have the tools, the ability, the money, the resources to do things like that, especially, considering like Ohio used to be a major swing state and then it got gerrymandered to hell. So that it would be considered a red state. Okay. So a lot going on. I feel like Ohio is one of those states that they attack spiritually as well. A lot heavier than they do some other areas. I feel like the spiritual prowess, like Ohio's just one of those places where they try to keep the light workers in that area suppressed, right? Docile. I mean, any little thing. I mean, the 1 year a train with toxins like exploded in Ohio. Like, I mean, like weird shit happens. Excuse my language, but weird things do happen in Ohio that is to directly affect the light workers, star seeds, right? They really don't like those the higher dimensional beings in that area. Um, if you didn't know, like, right, like places like like Cali and Florida, and then there's another state where you go to learn Dark Night of Soul lessons, as well as into your ego death. Right, those are places and areas where you would have to go through a Dark Night of Soul. It's not even like a depending, like if you are guided there, right, if you are guided to go in one of those areas, then you do have a Dark Night of Soul. um right, if you were like born in that area is different, but like if you are guided to go to those areas, live in those areas for a small period of time, right, those areas are usually for Dark Night of Souls to take place. um okay, a lot of people had Dark Night of Souls in Cali and in Florida because those are like the states where those energies are curated, right? But like Ohio, they do not want any of the light workers or star seeds to genuinely find their footing. Um, and like there is a community, and almost like all the states, right? You're gonna find a spiritual community in all the states. It's just that like you gotta go looking. In certain states, they don't they don't want people to be awakened, so certain states move a certain way, right? But when we talk about things like, you know, random meteor, like that's so staged. Like, come on guys, I need y'all to be ready for Project Bluebeam. Okay, if you just believe in that meteors are just coming out of the sky and landing on towns, you're gonna believe anything. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna believe anything on in the realm of reality. Like you're going to believe, oh, if you know, they're already like setting up like that's what I've noticed. Random things coming out from space and landing in certain areas, right? Like that is just phases of their plan, right? They got to get you like used to the fact that outer space is so close to us, you know what I'm saying? And that beings from outer space can move and come in anytime that they want to try to do what they want, right? And there's phases to this plans, right? Because off rip, you know, no one's gonna believe an alien invasion if they don't stage it correctly, right? And I'm sorry, but just flat out coming out and doing an alien invasion is not a smart plan, because intellectuals will see right through it. So what's the point? You know, no, they got to psychologically, right, implant little doses, right, so that when they do the big build up, right, it was already building up. There was already small little things beforehand taking place that led to that build up, so that now it's like, oh, remember this and remember that and that other thing that happened. Now it's like a bunch of things to overwhelm your senses, overwhelm your energy, right? So that you're more receptive to accept anything as truth, right? And once you start accepting it as truth, you know what I'm saying, like you've already impressed it into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is then going to reciprocate that and show that to you in your reality, right? Which is what they are, why they're trying to you know, get so much fear, chaos energy into the mix, because that's, you know, that's their plan, is to try to use that energy, use your own nervous system against you, right? That's what their hope is. Which all ties into our reading. I promise you, this is all good. It all ties back into our collective reading for today. I just thought it was very important that we touch on these things first. Right, so be paying attention. I mean, like this war, whatever you want to call it, that Trump has, you know, going on here, right? Hi Gigi, how you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat. We're just doing a collective reading today. If we have time, I can try to do personal readings, but that's only if, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, so things like, you know, meteors coming down from outer space, and you know, uh, I gotta look more into it, but like just random things like that, like they're trying to cover up the fact that they're also trying to bring out more information about aliens, even like, even though like they've released the fact that aliens have been real for like the last, what, almost decade, right? Like it's almost been a decade that we've been talking about aliens' existence. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not like a new conversation. This is something that we have been, you know, publicly talking about for a while now, right? Dating dating further back to, you know, when the pattern recognizers, aka conspiracy theorists, were trying to, you know, get us on page with the intuitives, right? You know, seers, intuitives, you know what I'm saying, everybody knowing conspiracy theorists who are really good at pattern recognition. You know, all of those realms already like understanding the bigger picture way before it started being like publicly introduced. But it's been like micro introduced. It hasn't been like a whole big like alien, you know what I'm saying? No, it's more like aliens. Oh my god, you guys didn't hear about the aliens. Like it's like you know what I'm saying? Like they're not making a big deal out of it, right? And I mean, they're not, because they're trying to see if we do, right? Like they want to know if we're gonna make a big deal about it. I mean, if you guys remember when they were supposed to do the raid on Area 51, right? That whole thing took place because that was a reaction. It was like, you guys are hiding things from us on purpose, but you know, then people got afraid of the pew pews, even though they can't take um it is what it is, right? And we could like still do that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, the ones that have been practicing telekinesis, you ready up. Okay, the ones of you out here that's been practicing telekinesis, ready up. Okay, it's your time to shine. Okay. Y'all gotta get out here and y'all gotta experience things, because there are people out here who are already practicing their telekinesis abilities. It's actually really cool. Um, of course, you know, naysayers and the haters gonna say it's fake, but you know what I'm saying. That's we not here to prove nothing to nobody. Um, everything is energy. Everything has a frequency to it. Okay. I really feel like if we get into this quantum physics things, we're gonna be here all day. Um, but yeah, so like just be paying attention to like little like tricks and things that they're trying to pull here. When it comes to, especially like outer space things, right? Like anything dealing with outer space, aliens, like just be using your discernment. Okay, if you're not using your discernment, you're going to get swept up in the experiencing the romance of it all. But yeah, I mean, like, if you are swept up in the romance, right, you are blinded by lust, you are blinded by other senses, right? So yeah, that does kind of tie into their system, right? Swept up in the romance just means that you are going, like, if you pay attention too much, right, they're going to have your energy, you know what I'm saying, your focus, your attention, right? You're going to be swept up in the ocean, in the waves, like you're just going to be like it's too deep into their play here. And you just need to be watching, okay, and using your discernment. Alrighty. So these first few cards that I have pulled, we're gonna reshuffle here and then pray again, and then go get into the collective reading. But all of this, everything we've been talking about so far, has been going into the collective reading. Okay. So we got the. All right. So this is the reading that I did on to the live. Finding a way out. We have signed, sealed, and delivered. Sealed, in effect, finalized, official, success here, cash flow, right? Dream, bubble, illusion. Okay. And I was channeling so hard I had to write it down because I was gonna forget. I was gonna forget. I was gonna sit there and be like, okay, and what did spirit say? Um so you know, sometimes you just gotta write it down. So when I pulled these cards, it was Spirit said, in order for the light to shine bright, in order for the darkness to get out of sight, the demons have to face a fright that turns away all their might. Okay, so I read it one more time. In order for the light to shine bright, in order for the darkness to get out of sight, the demons have to face a fright that turns away all their might. And the and the lights out card flipped out. Yeah. And the other thing I wrote down was unexpected win. This is for the collective, written in the stars. We're gonna reshuffle. I thought that was funny. The lights out card came out. Um, yeah, this is point of no return here, right? But as you can see, I mean, with the channel message, you know, if it rhymes, it's from the divine, right? The sign still delivered on the finding a way out here through the darkness, right? Right now, everyone is having to face the reality, face the truth, and yes, the truth is dark. No, not your name being darky. That's like, that's the world having to face the darkness right now in order to come out on the other side, right? And this is not something, you know, we are doing individually, but as well as a collective, as worldwide collective right now. We are all facing the darkness right now. Okay. And hi Kate, how you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat. Hi Mild, hi Randy, how you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat. Alright, so yeah. Also, if I'm in the middle of a sentence, be patient. Right? I am channeling right now, so I just need a minute. If I'm talking, I'm talking. Right? Give me a second. Okay. Do not try to rush me. Okay. I will get to you guys. I love you guys. I see your comments and I will get to them. Okay. But when I'm in the middle of the reading, I'm in the middle of the reading. Okay. And I feel like we talked on this energy here too with the cash flow, like investments, right? Like yeah, lights out on these investments for this dream world that they wanted to build. Um and Spirit said dream world they wanted to build and was like, yeah, like the American dream. Um Grand Rising, like that's hilarious. Like the American dream, yeah, like an illusion. They wanted to keep living this uh illusionistic matrix reality, right? They wanted to. That's what they wanted to keep investing in. Okay. But the card also means like success and then popping that dream bubble, right? So successfully integrating the energies into the timeline to, you know, disevolve and dissolve their plans. Okay. This is a bar though. I'm glad I wrote that down. All right, let's go ahead and so that was the pre-shuffle here, pre-shuffle. I'm gonna repray into the cards and get some more here. All right, my crystals. I call upon our great divine, our most high, our divine ancestors, and our divine spirit guides to give us our divinely accurate messages that each and every soul needs to hear today. Not what they want to hear, spirit, but what they need to hear in order to grow, learn, and evolve along their journeys. Please allow me to deliver these messages in a divinely eloquent manner that allows for each and every soul to understand and interpret the messages to be in accordance with your will for their destiny timeline. In Jesus' name we pray, amen, and so it is, Ashe. What's up, Spirit? Moving these cards, moving the cards. Again, Rising Tabitha, how you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat. We're doing a collective reading today. All you have to do is tap the screen, comment to stay in the flow, and share the live. Okay, you don't have to gift, but if you want to, it is highly appreciated, and I am highly grateful for it. Okay, welcome in, welcome in. You're doing great. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. He said, what is a love bomb? Where is it? A love bomb is one of these. Boom. Love bomb. I'm sending all the love back to you. That's all it is. Just me showing you my appreciation and love, okay? Alrighty. Alright, Mai said, you're doing good. Okay. Yes, exactly. Yep, we're all love and light. I mean, of course, we have our shadow work and everything like that. But yes, all intentions pure when we use tarot. Over here, you said, is tarot in close relation with religion? I wouldn't say super close relation, right? There are definite stories on tarot readers, good and bad, in religious stories, right? The good isn't always talked about though. It's more like hidden, right? They more like to shine light on the bad, uh inequity workers, right? People who work for wickedness, so people who work for like with dark intentions in mind. It likes to shine a light more on that versus the good, with people with good intentions and who work for God universe, right? But of course, if there's a good to something, there's an evil to something, right? You can use tarot in the sense of like if you were to go down like a little bit of like the hoodoo path, right, which does combine like spiritual practices with Christianity, right? So it's like a mix with that one. There's a lot to it. Like, and we could definitely talk about it if you have more questions, but there is like genuinely a lot to the realm of tarot. um like when I pray, I say in Jesus name, right? Because Jesus is still working for the light, okay? And of course, there's like 5 million different stories, so you just got to use your discernment and trust your intuition. Um, welcome in, guys. Hey, Melody, how you doing? We are only doing the collective reading. Sorry, I was answering another question. I love the curious minds. Okay. If I can help ease your mind about tarot, I'm all for it. I don't like when people like try to like shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even give it a chance. They don't, know enough about it. They just think they know, right? And so yeah, like I don't like that stuff. That will get you banned on this channel. Just to let you know. That will get you banned. But if you like are actually genuinely curious and you come in a respectful way, then I don't mind answering questions. But if you're like just being a negative Nancy, you gots to go. Gots to go. I don't want that in my atmosphere. Okay. Queen of Wands. Okay. Did another card flip over? No, it went to the floor. Okay. So what I'm getting is that they really thought they could overpower individuals' minds, psyche coming up. The Queen of Wands, Three of Swords, King of Swords, the Fool card. Okay, so they were trying to, like, right now they're in the energy. This is like Freemasons, Illuminati, the power, the deletes, anyone you could put in that category, Hollywood occult stars, right? These individuals were trying to create something here, which we already knew about, yeah, that they were trying to create, um, something in the atmosphere to cause sorrow, right? Are you talking about? So something with the, especially with the Epstein files. Oh, that's why Psyche was coming up. Okay, because if you didn't know, the Epstein files were dropped in a mannerism of guerrilla warfare tactics. Right, which is to overload the psyche, the brain, overwhelm the system, right? So your nervous system, so that you would be stuck in a docile position where your energy wouldn't know if you should fight, flight, freeze. You know what I'm saying? And it would have people in a state of confusion here. And with God Shiva, you guys know, hold on. Shade the cards first. Okay. But with God Shiva and I don't know if you guys can and you guys can see them here. Maybe YouTube can kind of see like the after image here. Right at the top of the sun. Right, God Shiva, the god of destruction. Okay. Um, and this is not in like you guys know, not in a bad form of destruction, because in order for new things to take place, right, old things have to be dispersed. Okay, old ways of thinking, Spirit said. And this is where this triumph is coming from, this win. Um, but like his stance is giving me triumph energy, right? Like this is someone who has conquered this, right? So as a whole, in the collective, we might not be seeing the physical result uh, fully on all of our ends, right, in our day-to-day lives of, you know, how we've overcome this attempt on our energies, right? That'd be the best way to, yeah, this basic attempt, this basic like spiritual warfare. This is literally like you know, they were basically declaring war on everybody's psyche, right, on everybody's nervous system, right? So this blatant disrespect for each and every one of our collective energy, but even our individual energy, right? Um, you could have been called to call your energy back, do reversal spells, right? You so yeah, what are you? What is it? What? It said it had the spirit guides boxing to like break the hold it had on many individuals. Zero being new beginning, new start, full card. This is the beginning of a journey, right? Um, Energetically, though, right? These people have lost due to the strength of the collective, right? Energetically, um, they have not won this. Okay, so the physical effects, right? They're still taking place. Okay, so as we go, um, you start seeing more changes towards that. Start seeing more people speaking up if you weren't before, more people educating themselves on this topic, right? And something Spirit said earlier before I went live was to keep spreading joy as well. Like even, you know, even though that everyone needs to become aware of what has been going on in the dark in order for us to change reality, right? We have to accept reality in order to change it. You cannot force change without accepting what already is. Okay, can't force change in general, but you know, like it's not gonna happen if you're not accepting. Did a card flip or was that mine? Hold on a second. See, that card was after the strength card, but I didn't take it out. Came out on its own. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? Let me know down in the chat. Yeah, so This is going to be taking effect soon here in the physical. I know, like, it might be seem like it's going slow, like they're not getting their justice. Why aren't people being arrested? Like, I get that, right? But we have to keep our mindsets in a high vibrational astral plane. Right, like we can't allow ourselves to think on a 3D level when it comes to these things, right? Yes, you might not be seeing any of the action take place, but you have to believe that the ancestors, the spirit guides, Mother Gaia, right, God universe, okay, everyone in the spiritual realm is helping us and helping us guide us to this, okay, this new world, okay. um we have like the Galactic Federation. Like there are many powers, right, that want to see humanity succeed, okay, and want to see the others fall, right, and be brought to justice, okay. So even though it's taking a minute to uh, come to fruition, right, doesn't mean we should give up hope on it. Doesn't mean we should, give in to despair, right? Because things are going to be changing here, right, for the better, right? Gotta keep manifesting for the rest of the Epstein files to come out, okay. Keep doing your reversal spells, keep protecting your energy, right? But just keep believing that everything is going to work itself out for the better, right? And when you're pouring in positive energies, right, then the rest doesn't matter, okay. Alrighty, guys, welcome in. How you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat. We are only doing the collective reading right now, okay. Alrighty. And Tio, not unless you're financially struggling, okay? Alrighty. So yeah, the battle right now for the collective is making sure, like, not giving up hope, right, not giving into despair, not allowing yourself to get swept up into the what's going on around you, right. Using your discernment, strengthening your intuition, right, making sure you're taking care of your spiritual health as well as your physical health, okay. Yeah, right now, just that's where the collective is at energetically, right. um and as we keep curating this energy, okay, we're going to start seeing uh the ripple effects in reality, okay, right. 'Cause everything is a frequency, everything is energy, everything is an atom, starts from an atom and then builds up, right. The world peace timeline has a certain attunement, right? We have to be on a certain frequency attunement to align with it, right? So we have to keep curating the energy individually and even come together collectively to curate that energy with group meditations, right. Which is going to be like the most powerful effect, right? When we ground our energy together, when we're combining our shared efforts in the ethers. Okay, yeah, stand and yeah, they're saying stand your ground. This is not the time to back down energetically, um, or physically. Right, this is not the time to lay down. Okay, be steadfast in your beliefs. Okay, we have set your heights higher. I think that there's some of the collective also needs help seeing, like, when it comes to the world peace timeline, what's truly possible, right? And anything is possible, right? We have to you have to remember that our most powerful tool is our imagination. Okay, for the imagination to work, we have to imagine things, and then we have to build those things, right? Like, while using our imagination. That's how so many things have appeared here today. You know what I'm saying? Like, until somebody imagined a table, you know what I'm saying? A table didn't exist, right? So when it says set your sights higher, in the new world, in the world peace timeline, we need to stop thinking small. Right now, the way humanity has things set up on this planet is small-minded thinking, right? It's not out there outside the box thinking. It's not at all, right? Or we would have different things. I mean, time travel would be open, flying cars would be, I mean, like, if we're thinking on the same wavelength, the world peace timeline is a timeline where anything is possible, right? Where we are actually talking about interdimensional space travel, where we are actually having conversations about different timelines and different things that occur when timelines merge, and things like having those kind of conversations, because those are the conversations that we need to be having, right? Not just, are people going to work until they, no, none of that. The way that humanity has it set up right now is boring, and the least amount of what we could actually do, right? That is, this is basically where humanity at. This is like the baseline, the base level for humanity. Yeah, you can work until you die, but that's the base level of humanity. Like, that's not evolved humanity. That's not an evolved humanity. That is just a base level. I mean, people been working since how many years? You know what I'm saying? You've always had to work the land. You know what I'm saying? You've always had to grow things if you wanted to sustain your survival instincts, right? And the things that you need to survive. But that's always been there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the plants, they grow themselves, but you have to maintain the plants. You know what I'm saying? That kind of work has always been there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to eat, you're going to do something to eat. You know what I'm saying? If you want if you want your shelter, you're going to do something for shelter. Like, all of that stuff, that's base level humanity. Right? Shelter, food, clothes, like, all of that, that's base level. The things that they make us strive so hard for, basically got people living on the streets for, are the things that are literally basic humanity, right, needs. These are things that we have always needed, right? These are things that even thousands and thousands of years ago we needed, right? This is not, it's not, none of the basic necessities have ever changed for humanity, but we're somehow stuck on the basic level of humanity. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's why, I repeatedly tell you guys that the next uh, stage of evolvement with humanity is consciousness, because that's the only way we're going to, get further, right? To be able to use our imaginations to world build, to create new things here, right? That's the only way we're going to keep evolving, is if we use our brains, right? But the way humanity is set up right now, it's just like level 1. Right? Like this is basically we've been just on level 1 this whole time. We have not leveled up as a collective in a long time on this planet, right? That's why, spirit is asking for us to set our sights higher. I mean, like we could have things on this planet where we free energy. I mean, like, the pyramids can are literally, I've been like trying to rack my brain around how we can use lightning, because it's a free energy source for electricity, right? And how we can store it and how we can conduct it, right? The pyramids are literally designed for that. They're literally designed. The ancestors have already figured out how to conduct lightning, how to store it, how to utilize it for the collective. They've already done it. They already did it. They did that already. It's the pyramids, right? They just sitting there, unactive, inactive, right? Just sitting there, right? And it's like I've been trying to rack my brain around it, and here's the ancestors like we already did the work. What are y'all acting like y'all have to pay for electricity? Why are y'all acting like water isn't free? Why y'all acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't got the wind in your sails. I'm confused. Like the ancestors are trying to figure out like why we are still so stuck. And basically they got us living like cavemen. I mean, like there's so much free energy. They got us thinking that we need them. Right? That if the power grids were to grow out, right? If that were to happen, yeah, we'd be stuck. A lot of humanity would be stuck. They wouldn't know what to do because we're not investing in free energy. We're investing in man-made technology, and hoping and praying, they don't shut it off on us. Because, that's what they had to do, shut it off and be like, oh my goodness, it was bombed. Like, that's literally all they have to do, guys. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have to do nothing crazy for real, but they're gonna, of course, stage it, because it's not gonna be, they just shut it off and it's like, everybody's like, oh, you just shut it off. No, 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 they're gonna come up with some crazy excuse on why the power grid was out, right? They're gonna it's not gonna be something basic, right? It's not as simple as just turn everything off. It's always gonna be something that makes you believe someone else is the enemy. Yeah, so so yeah, when it comes to setting our sights higher, we have to even think about free energy sources, right? We got the sun, right? We got the pyramids, right? We got tons of ocean, you know what I'm saying? And we gotta, stop letting the AI use all the fresh water too. And it's like, we can even be thinking about converting salt water into drinkable water. I mean, like, we need to be thinking on how we can expand humanity's longevity on this planet, and the only way to do that is to evolve our minds. If we don't evolve our minds, we stay in this energy of, basic survival. I mean, level 1. I mean, let's be honest, it's level 1. We are literal gods here, but we're stuck on level 1 of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really got us stuck on level 1. Like, survival is level 1, guys. That's not the hardest level of this reality. Like, it's the basic level. You know what I'm saying? That's the most basic level. And we're, as a collective, right, we have to get out of that, out of struggling at our basic level, right? We shouldn't be, allowing anyone to be left behind in that, because it's the most basic. To survive is the most basic humanity thing. Like that's the as a human, like that's the most basic thing you're gonna do as a human, is survive. Like, but to really thrive, like, you have to keep creating, right, on this planet. And there's enough space for us to truly create anything and everything. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why Spirit is wanting us to set our sights higher here. Anything. Oh, I'm not gonna take that. Okay. The sage here and the moon. Be devoted and committed, and take note of intuitive messages here. Oh, Spirit wants us to go in the book for the sage. There's a specific line. Okay, hold on. 58. Okay. Boom. Boom. Honestly, I just gotta I gotta read the whole extended message part like that because it takes us into the moon card here. So devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's in confirmation, Bert. And it's important that you take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you're going to share those teachings one day too. And the moon literally says, take note of intuitive messages. I mean, how much clearer can spirit be? Right? Like, boom. Okay. Especially right now, I mean, the intuitive message at this time, right, is to make sure you're staying up on your protection, taking care of your spiritual health, your physical health, right? Because they're going to be those two things coincide, right? And your mental health. Don't forget about your mental health, but all three of those coincide. If you're not taking care of your spiritual health, your physical health will start to see the effects, right? If you're not taking care of your mental health, your physical health will also see those effects, but your spiritual health will also see the effects of that too, right? So it's like, if you don't take care of one, the other going to start, drooping to the side. And I don't want you doing it out of fear, right? You're not protecting yourself out of fear. You're not taking care of yourself out of fear. You're taking your care of yourself out of love, right? You are loving yourself, and showing your soul, your spirit, that you love yourself. Okay. You get this vessel for this lifetime, right? You got to take care of this vessel for this lifetime. Okay. So that's why, you got to take care of your physical health, but your spiritual health as well. Drinking water doesn't just help you with your physical health, but your spiritual health as well. Okay, so making sure you're taking care of yourself is the very most important thing right now. um and spreading joy and love, right? Don't give in to despair. Okay, don't give in to the chaos that they're trying to ensue. um yeah, I know it's a lot going on, but it's okay to take a step back, right? Because you don't have to, your energy doesn't have to be swayed by the collective's energy. Your energy doesn't have to be swayed by the things that are going on around you, right? You can be a force to be reckoned with while all of this stuff is going on. Okay. Like a spirit say, like a soundboard, or those the one, like it's just like something like bounces off, it bounces off. Yeah. I if I'm thinking of the right thing, but like sound like bounces off the soundboard, right? So it's like Because sound is frequency, because music. Oh, spirit, I see what you did there, though. Like, okay, because sound, okay, because sound is a frequency, right? And so it's just energy, frequency, energy just bouncing off of a board, right? The sound board is just bouncing off, not having any effect to your energy, your aura, right, your being, right. So that's funny, spirit. I like that one. Like a soundboard just got energy bouncing off. It's not even attaching, it's bouncing, it's gone. Okay. That was a good one. But yeah, that's really all I have for you guys today. I'm trying to see if spirit wants me to say anything else. Yeah, it's okay to take care of you first. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear that, but it is okay to take care of you first, right? You know, don't feel like you have to take care of others, especially when you know you need some of your own attention. Um, Kind of, I don't know if y'all know the song, but if you don't know this song, you can go look it up. It's called Lover Girl Affirmation by Pichika. Okay, it's actually in my YouTube high vibrational playlist. If you go into the YouTube and go in the playlist and then go to the high vibrational music playlist, it's in there. And that song's actually, I think I could play it a little bit. Just a little bit, you know? They try to copyright me or something, so we're just gonna play a little bit. Da-da-da. Okay. So you go to YouTube, you go to the playlist, High Vibrations playlist. Play the first song that's in there, of course. Move down, 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 go, 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 go. Okay, Love a Girl, Affirmations. Let me. I like you, but I like me. Okay, okay. I'll put it right here so you guys can hear it. Love a girl right down to my core. Leo moon, so I might get bored. Take it from the couch to the bed to the floor. Love a girl. Okay. It's peace. So I like you, but I like me more. Love a girl right down to my core. Leo moon, so I might get bored. So you guys can definitely go listen to more of that song. I just don't want it to be playing too long that it like tries to come in. But she says, I like you, but I like me more. Right? Love a girl right down to my core. Yes. Yep. The name of the song is Love a Girl. Yes. Love a Girl Affirmations. So she's basically saying like, yes, I like somebody, or someone's cool, like their energy, but it's like at the same time I have to like remember who I am, and not get lost in someone else's life or energy in a sense, right? And she's like always like, it's like a reminder to bring the love back to yourself, and remember that self-love is always number one, right? Of course, the divine, but you and God are one. So you and God are one. Self love is one. That's also love for the divine. It clocks. Okay, it tracks. I promise. But yeah, that's a good song, especially for like remembering to love yourself. Um, as well as, I mean, any of her songs that if you go in there, uh Reversal Spell, Witching Hour, Protection, her Protection 2 song, right? Those are all songs by her that are gonna like help you basically raise your vibrations and help with affirmations, and just getting certain ideas into your subconscious mind, to imprint and make them stick, right? as well as the reversal spell and the witching hour are about like calling your power back to you, as well as reversing any negative effect, any energy, right? um you can also alchemize it. Oh, and her manifestation song. So if you go into that high vibration playlist, there's a lot of songs in there for you guys to check out. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. So sugar nose. Period. Okay, guys. All right. So that was the collective reading for today. For this week, right? You will be able to rewatch it on YouTube, or see it from the beginning on YouTube whenever it. I don't have a time frame on that. I just press the public button, and whenever it finishes, it'll I guess it'll let you know. But you can always watch back the lives on YouTube, except for Fridays because we're doing those on Twitch now. But yeah, tonight we're gonna go live again for the personal reading. So if you do have yes or no questions, or you want to get a 3 card or 5 card reading, I'm gonna let y'all know later if we do the $5 Hala special, which is the 5 cards for $5, which would mean that 3 cards are not available when we do that. So yeah, later tonight it's gonna be either the 3 card and 5 card readings, or just the 5 card readings. But it is $5 to $10 for those ones, and then the yes or no questions are 5 roses, or subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay. Until we can until we can set up a different system for YouTube. That's just how we're doing it, right? Just having some sort of energy exchange for the reading. That's why is okay. You're welcome, hon. Have a break going. Okay. um have a blessed day, hon. What you call it? Yeah, right. So the energy exchange is just making sure you got your consent. Okay. You guys are consciously consciously consenting to me reading on your energy. um period. I don't know what time I'm going live yet, so hopefully you do get a chance to catch me on your way to work. But yeah, I will definitely be letting you guys know in the YouTube community page, and the Discord. Okay. What else was I saying? Oh, equal exchange of energy. Um, and respect. Okay. Sorry, I was like losing my train of thought there. But yes, so those, 3 main reasons: consent, respect, and just equal exchange. Okay. Y'all know a lot of work does go into me reading on energy, right? I have to do my own spiritual protection, okay, my own cleansing. Right, and that is me pouring energy into your energy, right? So it's just respectful to reciprocate that. That's all. Okay. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, my DM is always open. You can literally TikTok, Instagram, and Discord. Okay. Discord is the best one. Okay, for that, because you can also talk with like-minded individuals in there. Okay. But I think that's it, guys. To be honest with you, I don't think I have anything. Oh, okay. Last thing, guys. Last thing. I promise. Last thing. If you go, actually, you don't even have to go to the Mirror app anymore. All you have to do is go into the link that's in my bio on TikTok. I'm gonna put it on YouTube saying that, but I'm gonna do it. I promise. Okay. You can still get to it through the Discord link. But if you go to the top link in my bio link, um, go in there. See the what to expect on the booking website. The Mira website is linked to that, if that makes sense, right? So you can literally, if you go in that description of what the 30-minute one-on-one session looks like with me, right? You see the website that you have to go on to. It's gonna take you back, but basically, it gives you the portal so you could see the Mira website, and then you can go through the Mirror website and then go through the booking page again, right? It sounds tedious, but if you want the $12 price, right, just do, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it easier for you guys, but if you want the $12 price, right, you have to make sure that you at least click on the Mirror link, and go through that process, so that you can then put it in the note that you were on Miro, right? I'm just trying to make it easier versus like trying to download the app or try to like look for me on the app, right? I just put like the direct link so that you guys just go on there. But and I did extend the sale until June. So instead of $50, the 30-minute one-on-one sessions are $12.22. Everything you need to know about the reading is in the top link of my bio link. Okay, so if you go in the bio link, right, the top link, the one that says Stellar Guidance, right, has a little tarot set up on it. If you go in there, read everything, you can get it for $12.22 until June, right? So yeah, don't forget about that already. Especially if you are interested in a reading, from me, right, till June is gonna be the cheapest it's been in a while. Okay, um, you know, no, that's all. All right, guys. Love you guys. Remember, we speak love, justice, and peace. Y'all have a blessed day. I will see y'all tonight, if you join us tonight. But if I don't see you tonight, I will see you next time. Okay? Let us see if I can get these on one accord. Okay, okay. Let's see.